Johnson wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue...
Gonna take a shot. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gonna try to get it himself. Might have a chance. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. And they got it.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Looking to fire. Hit as he throws. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
Extending the play. He'll pull it down. Inside the 25. Turning it on. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
And I know he tucked that thing, and he got some good yards, but as a defense, that's exactly why you're so thankful to be in 3rd and long. You're backed up. You're taking away the passing game. No explosive plays. He takes off and run. He chews up some yardage, but you do what you're supposed to do. You throw that fist in the air, and you force the 4th down.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
Maybe a crease. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Punch it out of the air. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Release to the back. Makes the grab on the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Wolverines are flying down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Play fake, Underwood. The throw. With the catch, it's Marshall. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Marshall. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Might as well give it to him again. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the move. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. They want to run this quarterback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Wolverines will try to convert on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. This is a designed run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Michigan 6, Kansas State 0.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kick. Hills out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to run it. It's Jackson. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Kansas State pushing the pace.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. There's some room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. He's got him in the flat. Touchdown, Kansas State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here's Underwood to throw. And they can't quite make the connection on the pass on the left side.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Big pickup on the play before he's finally stopped, and that carries us into the break and the final 2 minutes coming. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. The sure hands, it's Oakland. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First and 10. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Got a man in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
All right. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Johnson wants to throw it. Stepping to the right. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy with a nice stop here.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense, he's going to fire deep. He holds it in and nobody's close. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Underwood. Now rolling to the left. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Kansas State quick to the line. Johnson looking to throw. Under fire. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Wildcats are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the coach is going to absolutely give him an earful. You have to understand the situation in the game. I got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We're winning the football game. Ball security. I can't reach that thing. I got to cover it with 2 hands and make sure I don't turn it over. What a big-time mistake.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's loose. Wide open spaces. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes for the 2-point conversion, and the lead is 4. From inside the 15, here's the return. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by the coverage unit. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson wants to throw it. Rushes on him. A spectacular one-hand grab.
Man, what a catch by the big tight end. They got those big old huge mitts, those big dudes. So nice job sticking up in the air, and it just sticks to it. Makes the nice spectacular grab.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Touchdown, Wildcats. Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 72 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running inside, it's Marshall. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And he's now over 150 yards on the ground, and days like this can put you up with those legendary Michigan runners.
And that's why you come to Michigan. You know you're going to get fed. You are going to be a back that gets the football, that chews up yards, that always has a lot of success and gets a ton of carries.
Looking for space, it's Marshall. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Third and 6 yards to go. Defense in press coverage. Underwood from the gun on third down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession.
Snags it, and there's running room. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?